Hello, this is this on? I think we're good. Alright, I guess I can started. Okay, well, this is not a live stream anymore, I guess. What's up, YouTube? This is Video Station here, and this is going to be episode of 11 reaction of Bocchi the Rock. So, I would love to talk more about this, but I know at this point where I'm doing the streaming / recording, not many people have caught up to the episode, and of course I could download the DLC, but it may not be readily available. I downloaded the global version, so I think it's about like half an hour since it was made available, and by now I'm pretty sure everyone's getting the ones on the streaming platforms or any other sites, you know, sites where they just stream it right away. But yeah, so last time, so it was right after some, you know, the summer break, and Yodo, you know, Bocchi is, you know, having a bit of trouble in terms of, you know, because she's not really good with school festivities. She's not really good with in that, and we've all been there. We were just kind of like, I remember when I'm not so sure if it's something like a school festival where I was at, but I guess it's kind of like that, and I'm not so sure where I am. I was probably very social, but it's not like I was really very very socially adept. Like I wasn't holding long ass conversations and sorts, or like being really involved in anything in particular. I'm just usually a spectator, if anything. And like it's not like I didn't try to make friends. It's just that it wasn't something where I can always just easily fit into. So again, the comedy, you know, always seems to want, in terms of like the comedy, the visual comedy, like always just seems to one up itself in its creativity. Like even if the joke itself isn't great, the visual madness behind it is just something else. And to kind of help out, Hiyori decides to invite them over, to invite the group over to see how they perform. We get a little, you know, and I will say that it would have been nice if we got a little bit more of that psychedelic rock. I think that's how you pronounce it. Because it would help a little bit more of like the diversity of in terms of music and all. But a little taste is fine. So I'm not really gonna complain on my end about that. So yeah, then it seems everything okay. Bocchi does have, you know, some doubts because someone turned it in before she did, like because like she just kind of gassed out and didn't want to turn it in, but Kita want to turn it because she wants to let Bocchi know that she is special to them. Like she doesn't want to shackle herself like that. Like she wants to let her know that they're really important to them. Like that's a good man, which I thought was really nice. And like at first, Kita like was like she admits she was at fault, and Bocchi was thanking her for that little push. Now, the last scene where Bocchi went missing, after seeing the preview, I can confirm that it's not a big deal. She just went off somewhere, and well, I'm pretty sure it's one of those good things where she maybe just hesitant to come to school because of course like she's not because of course again she's not really into festivities and all. I'm not so sure. I don't think it's a big deal. It does seem like a big setup for the finale, which is going to be the performance at the school, at this live school festival, and that's going to be great. And yeah, this is awkward. I usually have a chat here. Hold on, is this shit working? I think it is. I think it's just on my end, if anything. Yeah, I am gonna really miss this. I think it will be like K-On, but considering it's not the same thing with KyoAni and Cloverworks, because I'm not so sure. Let me see. K-On thing. Like, how long did that since season 1 take? Okay, so K-On received it, was aired in 2009, season 1. Season 2 aired in 2010. But here's the thing, K-On isn't as visually creative, in my opinion. It's not bad. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just kind of like not its strength, in my opinion. And then, like, of course, the movie came in, and I think with Bocchi, though, it might take a little longer because there's a lot of other things coming out nowadays. I mean, it also depends if, you know, what Cloverworks is up to. Like, will they retain the same staff? Was the same staff going to be preoccupied with something else? I mean, they all have their other things to attend to, of course. It's not like they're just gonna, everyone's just gonna only do this one project when they're in the same studio. And, you know, they're gonna get called over like, oh, you gotta do this one too. You gotta sign this one too, my guy. And yeah, that's kind of how the workplace is, for better or worse. And I don't think we need to wait too long. But again, I don't think we need an announcement too soon. I mean, yeah, we could get the announcement right away, or like soon after the finale. But we don't want to hurry into it. Like, if they think it needs to take time for whatever precautionary measures and whatnot, they'll take their time. And whatever they choose, and despite the flack that Cloverworks got because of the, you know, some really infamous fallouts, especially with Runaway Priority and Promised Neverland 2, although most of it's kind of not their fault. They got a talented bunch, not just the freelancers, but like the usual staff. Like, they are a talented bunch. They seem really, you know, like, regardless of how hard the work is, they really seem to like their work. And again, like, the whole fallout with Runaway Priority is probably more so with just the production committee just putting this horrendous scheduling there, and therefore, like, probably just didn't give him time, or like some other stuff happened that just like was a fallout of sorts. I don't know. There might have been more complications on that. And I won't blame them. You think it will take at least 2 to 3 years? I think it will take about, you know, if they're really into it, if they're really up for, you know, 100% up for one, it'll take about 2 years. You know, maybe 1.5 or 2 years if you want to go at it. But yeah, I don't want to wait till, like, even if this is the last we see of it. I mean, it's still a great experience. It's not like I'm gonna regret anything. It's still gonna be my top. It's still gonna be like I've been actually kind of checking the source material as well. Like, the source material, the manga's good, but it's not creative. It's not wowzers like the anime. Of course, the anime just takes this shit to another level. And yeah, great stuff. And well, let's see. But yeah, enough of my mumble jumbling. Let's get to the episode, and we'll see what. Okay, so according to Nayakase, a certain where's the post? You know what? Let me take a look here. I think I have it somewhere. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I know it's here somewhere. Hold on. Actually, okay, here it is. It's the storyboarding and directing for this episode will be by Yusuke Yamamoto. There's actually two Yusuke Yamamotos, and the last one, if I recall correctly, directed an episode before on this, previous episodes for this series, and also, funny enough, directed one of the Sonobisuke episodes, and that was the one they were in the Love Hotel. I think it's the one. I think it's that Yusuke Yamamoto. But we'll see. Like I want to know how. I want to see how this directing plays out here. So let me just go ahead and pull this up. All right. So let me pull up VLC and we can go ahead and begin. Oh, what? What's this? No, not yet. Not ready for the update yet. I don't want it to fuck up my shit all of a sudden. Okay. Alright. Let's get to it. Episode 11 in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Oh yeah, they're visitors. What? This place is swarming with Ikios. She's not here. Oh, she's probably just hiding. She's too embarrassed. Oh, she rushed off. Well, that's kind of expected. Right? Wait, what? Darwin's theory. So we're gonna compare her to a slug? Are you serious? No humans? Are you serious? They actually are nailing shit here. She really is just lying there. Just. Oh, she's so embarrassed. Oh yeah, because when they were remember when they were visiting, that was traumatic enough. Yeah, right. Wow. Yeah, yeah, those comments. Yep, that's the sort of fucking that's the fucking comments that these haters are or like non-fans are. They just sub just for subbing. Okay, I mean, of course, like when somebody you're sub to doesn't upload for a while, you do get tempted to just unsub. I get that point. I actually get that, but I mean, it depends on how long she was away. But then again, but then there's the one of them there where it's just like Guitar Hero is the beep. Like really? Yeah, classic Mia, just like fucking. No, not just like haters of Mia, just toxic. Like just like yeah, y'all just be. Then what were you just here for then? That's the constant shit I'm getting from like people that just can't fucking take an opinion. An opinion where I try to explain myself as much as possible in a not so condescending way. Did you really have to pixelize the screen? Was it that bad? Ah, shit! Just flipping it. I hate that Kita's theory worked out. I'm upset. Really, Bocchi? I mean, okay. This is her. This is her first time here. Well, we know her. Oh no. This is probably the first time, at least in a long while, that she's been involved with something like that. Or it could be just her first time, and it's just overwhelming. And of course, that she's wearing the maid. Yeah, but maybe this time around it'll be different. Huh? Wait. Uh. What is your face? He's just like not impressed. Again, they're purposely drawing everyone else gray so they would stand out. So we don't just get lost in the fucking crowd. Uh, Another reference. Oh yeah. Never mind. Never mind. I might just. I'm gonna bring it up later. Yeah, right. She's just having this weird fuck my life face. Right? She's passed out. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. Mad. Yeah, red. Yeah, red line looking ass. What the fuck? Did the apparition just... I'm just so awkward. Please don't turn her into dust again. Because why are you gonna show him like Rayman looking ass? Uh-oh. What? Rio is just... Stop trying to monetize her. Stop trying to put her up as an ad promotion. Just a normal omelet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just normal. Then why are you calling it that? I don't give a Wow. That's gonna happen to one of the Mappa shows one day. Soon. Actually, it's already happened a couple of times. Well, true. Oh, he does the one that's just kind of... What? What? Y'all just took that out the... Yeah? Why don't you be the maid then? Kiddo, why would you be the maid? What the fuck? Meanwhile, those just shaman. She's fucking Pac-Man right now. Yeah, about to say. Yeah, I was gonna say, just be the maid. Why don't you be the maid? Like $1,000,000 yen? Nah. That's more like $1 billion. Wait. No, not yet. Oh. Of course she... Uh... This storyboarding is something with the visuals. Adaptability and hospitality. Oh boy. But just Yo should be a yakuza for fuck's sakes. What? There's no way to... There's no way you just drew that up over a month. You probably just made this shit with like, oh, let's do some fucking 3D and just make her be a bowling pin. Oh man, Blend S. Nah, they got more. They got far more swag than Blend S. She wants she wants to pay them. She forgets they're actually guests here. Hmm. I mean, they didn't. Okay, to be fair, their first two performances didn't really have not even 100, not even like in the 30s or so. All right, time to practice. Why? What's with the yen in your eyes? They borrowed one. Lloyd. Oh, the chat. I was like, what? Why was it capitalized? A personal opinion. This face off. Incoming disp. No, no, it's fine. I'm gonna compromise or something. How did it go? Hmm? Oh yeah, she said she is trying hard. Like the previous episode. What was she about to say? But thinks she's special or she's like really important to us, but she doesn't want to just make that moment too chummy or something while they're practicing. It is progress. Yeah, I mean, don't just churn out music just to appease them. So, just do what you want to do. And damn, it's already day two. To be fair, yeah, festivals usually take more than take up day 2 days or so. Oh jeez. From record company? Oh, it's gonna happen one day. Just don't get too caught up in it. What the fuck? Cars? Cars the Cars the Pixar film? We all we see is Lightning McQueen make a cameo and that'll be lit. Uh sounds like a J sounds like a typical J pop one. Or J rock or so, I guess. It's progress, but breathe in, breathe out. But yeah, like when regardless of what it is, you're just about to perform. Your heart is just like racing. I love Ryo's attitude. just always going against the grain. And then just tuning, just trying to see if everything's alright. Okay. Or they're gonna end off here. Oh. Aw. The family showed up. And her fans. And her classmates. Yeah, you weren't all alone at the time. Bro, this is high school. Why'd you let this woman bring it to high school? Please take her out of here. She just broke her neck. Oh, they're the 31st entry. There's a lot of just really nice, visual storyboarding here. Ah, man, just there's no way that you just ended right before they're about to perform. So it just makes you wonder, like, how's the finale gonna go? That looks stupid. I'm sorry, but that was really cute. You can't just end it like they're just about to like. It's like unmemorable, and then you just clapped on it. Morning light falls on you. Aw, I wanted another good reference to Asian Kung Fu soundtrack. If they played God Only Knows in the last episode, oh god. No pun intended, but yeah, this was really good. Just another really just great episode. Like, this is a good setup and all. And the thing is that where like Bocchi doesn't need to have crescendos to be great. It's just all around good and sense of enjoyment. This is just a really there's you get some laughs here and there. You get some really nice comedy segments to where like you can kind of just get to know, just get familiarized with the characters more, feel things out. You also get some there's some nice little places where like, oh, it's that it's those people from before, that she met a little earlier on, and it was like, I thought that was really nice. And now they're trying to build stuff, and the experience here is that for Bocchi is like, she's not really, she of course is the issue where she's not really into the festivities, and then on top of that, just having to do having to dress in a maid uniform, which was embarrassing. I can understand how people can get embarrassed wearing that, and it's kind of, I like how they're so much in tune with things to where they can figure where Bocchi would have been hiding. But it's kind of so funny that it's kind of an insult to that he's just comparing to a slug, and she was literally hiding where slugs would usually be found in. Because I remember on rainy days. I don't know when. I think it was back in Louisiana. I think we used to live there. We moved out because we can't stand all the. I don't know. I don't remember why we moved out. I think it was because of like the weather is just crazy as fuck there, especially during the rainy seasons, the raining segments. Like, just no, too much flooding. But I remember there'll be I think it was where Bocchi where they ended up finding her. This place and all that. Hold on. This part right here. This sort of I remember there was a place there. I don't remember which school. Of course, I'm not gonna remember which school it was. I don't even know if it exists anymore. But there was this outback where something like that, and I would used to find a lot of slimy stuff. A lot of them are usually slugs and snails, and that's where they found Bocchi. This says don't throw away the trash here, like don't litter stuff. Even though there's like just bunches of trash bins there, there's like janitor mops and brooms there. I just feel bad for the students who may have to be assigned to do this if it's not a janitor thing. What do you think of that one 3D comedy at 324? Oh, this one? Oh, it's great. Oh, it's funny. I didn't expect. I usually complain about. I usually do have my pet peeves of CG when it takes me out of it, but because it's used as a gag and just all of a sudden, there's no big. Of course, it's not gonna be a big deal. In fact, it's just kind of funny. The way they just kind of like, oh, you know what? Let's just toss in some fucking like a 3D model. Like, she just literally just like this. You know how like they're not finished. Game models or like 3D models, they're not finished yet, so they're doing this T-pose thing, and They were just featuring Bocchi as just that, which I thought was funny, and they just have her bowl through this whole thing. So okay, so apparently like the fact that it just transitions from like just composite drawing to no composite, just basically drawings. Hold on. And then just the 3D part. It's not just the 3D, just very simple, very low quality 3D on purpose. Like even the polygons are just so fucking large and distinguishable. Like all look at this. Even this little arrow, like you know the guidelines where it's showing 3D, like the green, the red, and the blue. Literally everything like that. The 3D models remind me. Oh yeah. It kind of does. It does. Nice. Like because they were making the games after all, and it's nice to see. It's kind of just funny to see just how the jokes and all. I don't know if it's really something that I don't know feels repetitive or such. It didn't feel like that to me. It's kind of like it's a nice one. It's kind of like doesn't feel like Gintama. In my opinion, Gintama, everyone's just gonna say Gintama's like the top tier shonen and whatnot, but I personally don't agree. I mean, it's a personal opinion. I think it's a good show. I mean, at least till like about the Silver Soul arc, and I had issues with that. But it's a type of comedy where it's a lot of meta and references. Yeah, this one has references, but it also has the visual creativity behind it, and I think that's the point. That's the edge that it has, in my honest opinion. Now, I can get why Gintama will usually have higher scores because that sort of comedy would cater more to younger people, and they would just they just like slapstick straight man laughs. And I'm not saying this isn't that different, but I think there's a more, I don't know, just a zing to it to where it just feels like you can actually just laugh and just not have it just be the same. Like even if it's the same format of joke, you still get a laugh out of it. As opposed to Gintama, you're just wondering like, when it will just be degrading to just shouting and screaming now. I'm not saying it's always like that, but it's just like, come on. It was mostly good on action. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't think Gintama comedy is awful. I don't think it's that good. I think the strength. I mean, it has its good it has its good stretches, but I don't think after a while it's not consistent to me personally. But I do. I mean, I can understand why other people would like it. Comedy is subjective after all, and maybe you just like that sort of thing, regardless of how lackluster the visuals will be doing. And I know it's because Gintama is usually a long-running show, but still, I mean, it really does. It really is just like, it really still is something to point out. And like when you just keep doing references and all, and it's not really something where it feels like it's developing something. Like let's just be real. Gintama just feels like Gintama mostly feels like perpetual comedy, but I mean, except for when they do get to really decent character arcs. But I think basically I just think Bocchi just has what Gintama has for the most part, and then a little bit, and then some, a bit more where I feel like yep, this is better, this is way better for me. Like even if I don't laugh, I'm just like, okay, that we didn't need that sort of visual. We didn't need to have Bocchi just be look like she's on cloud nine or a fever dream, or she's literally just how would you say this? Just rendered into CG and just be tossed into a bunch of do a bunch of blocks and like a fucking bowling ball. Like that, we didn't need that, but we did. The manga couldn't. The original manga didn't do. I don't think would do this. And even if it kind of did, it didn't do it in a way where it's like where in a it doesn't have that sort of visual style or the creativity behind it. It just feels like something else. The manga's like night and day. You know, the comparison between manga and anime is night and day. I was just saying. And after all of that, and it's kind of nice to, you know, it's kind of nice. You know, there's a little bit of, you know, comedy here and there. You know, in the second half, they see where they have to perform, and it's like, oof, we got something to perform, and we got to be ready and all. And we also see this little moment where and here's what I actually liked. Kita is like, she notices that Kita is, you know, trying her best. That's why she just kind of had a glance, and Kita was up, you know, she was about to say it, but she just kind of held back. I'm guessing, like, my hunch is that she probably was about to say, Bocchi, you're a really specialist, but she refrained from it because she doesn't want to, you know, have it interrupt their rehearsal, which is understandable. And so the band starts, and here's what I like here. There's a line. It's not important, but Kira says, "Is it good enough that we're making small but steady progress?" To me, this right here, this is what, this is the thing I really is all what is this series is all about. I mean, at least for Bocchi's side of things, where things are taking a little bit, not big stride by stride, but a little step by step, and the journey along. I mean, and like, yeah, you could say that's kind of pathetic, but that's also like, not everyone's wanting to break a leg, or you know, break a leg just to make one big step, because you don't know if you're gonna be able to get be able to use that broken leg to take another big step. Yeah, manga. I know it's a manga, and the manga is a different medium. I get it, but it's still something I do want to note. And of course, anime does have its shortcomings too. But for the most part, I think like when anime can be done right, it can do something more than the manga cannot. You know, not just, I'm saying, voice acting and, you know, soundtrack and whatnot, but there's just a little bit more to it. So then this reference though, just really just this whole thing where she's thinking about, oh, we'll be making it big because the good old thing where they recruit is just like, they'd be like, somehow they'd be undercover, they'd be at school festivals just trying to look for, you know, hidden potential, hidden talent, and you're like, yo, how would you sign with us? And you should be thinking of saying something like, they'll be making it big, they'll be famous all out, and that's a good dream and all, but don't get too carried away. But I mean, like, when you're up to this thing, you can't help but think about that at least once. But again, one step at a time. I think is all for the better. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, so the band, but it does start. Of course, Bocchi is nervous. Here's the thing. Take deep breaths. The thing is, this is relatable. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like, even if it's something little, if you're performing in front of a pretty sizable crowd, in public, you're gonna have, you know, start dumping, unless if you've just been so fucking used to it that it's just like, oh, okay, gotta do this and whatever. Goto is different, so of course she's literally just, her heart is literally beating out of her chest. It's just literally boing boing, like so loud that you thought it was the drummer that was in the band before them. And she like, take deep breaths, and yeah, this is relatable. It's just like, I don't blame her for that. But again, like the reassurance when they're on stage, again, cinematography, the the scene directing in this in most of these in Bocchi is impeccable. It's almost not much. Even in the simpler scenes, you're just like, okay, dang. There's in the episodes where they don't go too much all out, it would still be just very well directed. So they go out, and Bocchi's still a bit nervous. Well, like, she is prepared, and the reassuring thing here, like, she does seem to be a little bit uneasy because Kita has her crowd. I mean, of course, Kita, because she's social, so of course she got. But the nice surprise, her family shows up, her fans show up, her classmates show up, and also Hiyori, the one who had she kind of met by chance, who invited her over to her own band performance, and decided to show up. I'm gonna say this right now. How'd you let this woman bring sake to the fucking school? How did you let that happen? Guard, police, security. How'd you let this happen? How'd you let this woman sneak in with this? What if an unfortunate student happens upon this, gets too curious, and what happens next? When you do test for something, your heart will hit so much you need to chill sometimes. Oh, you mean for like final exams, like back in high school and all? I mean, SAT. I think I remember they still have it. I don't know. Do they still do SATs? I don't remember if they use that system anymore. I think they do. If they don't, then I'm just out of the loop, and I apologize. But I can get. Oh, well, I'm not saying I had that sort of feeling, to be honest. Because I just, for me, I don't know. For me, for some reason, I just kind of, have to be, prepared and all. But it's not to the point where my heart just do like, not like that. In fact, it's more like the reverse. Just relax and just like I got everything down. Just do it. For something like this though, that's a different thing. I'm not a big fan of 4-coma format in general. Yeah. The thing is, I'm glad that the Bocchi anime doesn't have something that caters to 4-coma format. In fact, if I didn't know this had a manga, I would have not thought it would be one of those. It would be something like that where it felt like a perpetual comedy of sorts. Because even when the comedy does get repetitive, it does it in a way where it's just like, it's not the same. It doesn't feel like just the same thing looped over and over. They try to find new ways. I hope they can do, like, if they do get a season 2, I hope that continues on. Now, of course, not all humor is gonna hit. It's a given. It's a given. True fans of Gintama, you gotta admit that a good amount of jokes will not hit in your favorite series. That's the thing. Humor doesn't always hit 100%, even if it's your favorite one. But I think we're here, like, you just, the main thing here is just try to be creative. Don't just, you can resort to the usual format, to a usual sort of routine and such. Just to, don't try, because you don't want to go get too out of bounds and just be lost. You gotta keep control, but at the same time, just feel refreshing. Feel like it's something you don't just bore people and all. And this is what Bocchi has done so far. It's not perfect. I'm just gonna tell you that. But I think for me, the enjoyment here, what I've liked here so far, what I've appreciated so far, it's more than enough that I can overlook these issues. I'm surprised they can adapt something like this so well from a 4-coma manga. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? And the thing is, I knew it was gonna be a good show when it was first announced. Like I had that feeling. Of course, there's the production. You worry about the production because Cloverworks had a really bad rep, which of course really wasn't their fault. But it turned out alright. the staff seems really passionate about it. Some of the staff are just making a name for themselves. What was that one that animator? Rita, I think that was the one. Rita is one of the main is one of the main, you know, members. They're just crushing their roles in terms of, you know, animating key parts, just making it come to life. You know, everyone there is just doing a great job there. Let's be glad it's not like 12 minutes each episode with short episodes. Oh, don't remind me of Pop Team Epic, please. Please, I don't want it. I don't want to know it. I don't want no, I don't want it. I don't want it to be Pop Team Epic again. Yeah, I'm crying like Aaron right now when it comes to fucking Pop Team Epic. Please no. But yeah, and it just starts. Of course, we gotta get that woman out of here. Why'd you bring Sake there? And it just kind of ends like that. And there was just this quick, and here's the thing, there's just this quick little panning I just noticed, and I hope you can catch it. We're performing, and of course I think it's gonna be a new song, a totally new song. And then it just shows all the all the other rooms, like where she's been. And we saw the little doggy there. The doggy is just kind of waiting there patiently. And for the first time, we get a glimpse of Bocchi's room, and she's not there. Usually when we're in this room, we usually see Bocchi there. She's not there for once. I don't think we've seen, yeah. We've always seen, whenever we've seen this room, we see Bocchi. But she's no longer there. She's outside. It feels like she's left the confines behind, and now, and even like the Ren view felt like confines. Like it's still like, oh, she's not out yet. She hasn't stepped out. Made the final step outwards. And I think this performance is gonna be the real start of it all. I mean, yeah, the episode 9 performance was just amazing, by all means. Oh yeah, no, episode 9, episode 8. Oh no, I'm losing count. Sorry, it was 10. Okay, yeah, it was like it was 10, 11, 12, 9. It was 8. My bad. But yeah, the episode 9 performance, that was amazing, because we'll just pull a hero moment that not even the best hero from My Hero Academia could pull off. I'm just saying. It was great, but it wasn't the outdoors. I felt like with this, the final, it will be like the start. It will be like a start of something big. Even if the series does revert to her with her usual shenanigans, kind of end around with her usual shenanigans and being nervous and all, it's fine. There's still something we move forward with. So yeah, I can't wait for that new song next week, and it's unfortunately going to be the final episode, which is sad. I really adore this series. I wish I could talk more about it, but that's about do it. It's again great with directing. Obviously this is not going to be an episode that will just rank high on some fucking anime polls, because people just want excitement. I don't know what people want anymore nowadays with those sort of things. I'm not saying they're all like invalid. It's just very, very questionable, bias here and there. I mean, look at what happened with Mobile Suit Gundam with Mercury. I wanted to like that. I wanted to like that show, and now it's just, what are we doing here with this academy, social political Hullabaloo that doesn't even know what it wants to do. Whereas Bocchi knows what it wants to do. For the next episode, Kita will be all out too. Oh yeah. I agree. She did say she wanted to work hard, to work harder. Like she literally said that to Bocchi like the other episode. That she wants to work harder. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a lot of shine here. Now, how about the others? Nijika, Bocchi. Oh, we know Bocchi already got quite the shine. Well, Nijika already kind of has her highlights, but she's just like that sort of charm she had, in the past few episodes, and how she's just kind of, she's like Ernie Johnson in not really, but just like it's kind of like similar to Ernie Johnson on NBA TNT, which he has to really just pull everyone, tie everyone together, make sure they don't go out of line and all. And yeah, that's that sort of vibe there. I wonder, like, on the which holy frick the breaks again. Oh yeah, the delays it gets. Oh yeah, that doesn't work either. Man. All right, but I'll do it. I would like to say more, but I don't want the stream to run too long, or else it'll just the YouTube will just have a hard time processing it. So yeah, I'll just do it, guys. Thank you to the few people that came out. Who's here? I'm sorry, like, hi, but I am about to finish up here, so I guess see you next time for like the finale of next season. Next week, and it's gonna be finale, praying for season 2. Want to see how that new song comes out. Want to see how everything finishes out. Yeah, the Bocchi fan base is great. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it's funny when people say like Bocchi fan base is toxic, because now I got into a tweet and people are just now saying, oh, Edmonton Shadow fans are now getting toxic. And they're just switching up shit because they obviously want to divert attention away from a obvious fan base that's just always been making too much noise ever since the first episode. But yeah, that'll do. But yeah, I digress. That'll about do it, guys. Smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter or join the Discord server. But that'll about do it, guys. Thank you for having me. Viewer Station signing off. See you next time.